Where are we headed?
We're headed to Forest Service Road 4020. It leads up to Pinnacle Lake. It's a real beautiful area, especially on a day like this.
Once you get there, it's this pristine mountain trail. It leads up through the alpine forest. You know, you're standing in a spot that looks beautiful, but has a very sad past to it.
Mary was so much a part of my life, it's kind of easy. Susanna, it's a lot harder. She was just getting started out, so it's, a lot less fair.
We have a murdered mom and a murdered daughter on a pristine hiking trail miles up the Mountain Loop Highway.
Can you, in a full sentence, introduce yourself? Say what your name is and how you're connected to this case.
My name is David Stodden, and I'm the husband of Mary Cooper, and Susanna Stodden was my daughter. Mary and I were together about 30 years. I met her at the University of Washington.
What made you fall in love with Mary?
She was a brilliant person. She had majored in languages. When we went to a different country, she could pick up the language real quick. But it was just her really sense of adventure. We camped across Europe and backpacking. Susanna will always be 27 years old.
She was really fun and really upbeat, energetic. My name's Katie Light, and I lived with Susanna for 3 years. She was just such a positive person, so interested in all things nature.
She was an avid hiker. She went hiking weekly, or if not more. She was an environmental educator and felt really good about what she did, what direction she was going, but just really starting out in life.
On July 11, 2006, Mary and Susanna set out from Seattle for a day hike. Their original destination was Mount Pilchuck. After experiencing some snow, they changed course, and they never let David know.
It was from this trailhead where two women set off on a day hike up to Pinnacle Lake.
It was during that hike that something terrible happened.
It was along the rugged Cascade Mountain Trail where the grim discovery of two bodies was made this morning.
They were both shot in the head.
The peaceful forest, not so peaceful tonight.
My name is Dave Bilyeu. I'm a detective with the Snohomish County Sheriff's Office Major Crimes Unit. So I've been in law enforcement in this county now for 31 years and change. And it's the only incident I'm aware of where people were murdered on a hiking trail.
A man and woman discovered the bodies and had to race several miles toward the Gold Basin campground to call for help.
They ran down the trail, got into their vehicle, and drove the 6 miles back down to the mountain loop, and then drove to the nearest campground that happened to have a payphone, and they made the call. The 911 call is a little chilling.
911 radio reporting. Emergency up the trail for Pinnacle Lake. Okay, what's there? 20. Okay, and what are they doing there? They're dead.
Deputies don't have a suspect, and they don't have a motive, and warn this could have been a random attack.
That's what rips me apart. Just I can't get my head around what they went through.
There were no witnesses. All we have is very little physical evidence left behind to put the pieces of the puzzle together. The State Patrol Crime Lab was able to obtain a partial male DNA profile from the fingernail clippings recovered at autopsy from Susanna Stodden, who was the daughter that was killed.
Does that mean she gave up a fight?
I would hope so, but I don't know.
Early on in the investigation, David was a person of interest, but that's not the case anymore.
A few years back, he took his third polygraph examination.
As he left the lie detector test today, detectives said Stodden passed.
Mr. Stodden's not a suspect in this case.
I'll just say that I still think about him many, many times every day. At this point, the main thing I'm doing is trying to reach out to those people that might have encountered the killer and don't know it. And I don't know what the procedure is for that, but that's, I think, where we are. I don't think the killer's told anyone yet, but and maybe won't.
We have some science, and we're going to re-examine some things that were never tested and hope for some new nuggets of information there. We may lose time to prosecute somebody. We may lose time to put somebody away in prison, but we never lose the time to tell a family the answers they've been seeking.
I know you miss them dearly, and I know you want this solved.
Yeah, I mean, that won't bring him back, but it's another step. It's another step. And that's what people have told me, you know, this, usually you can move forward some more. So that's why I'm working on it.